Hi everybody, happy day today. I am about to do another reading. First, let me say thank you to all my subscribers. I hope you're having a wonderful weekend. I'm going to be uploading these throughout the next 3 to 4 days. So by then, depending on when I post each video, I will hope that you had a good weekend. And it's been rainy and dreary here. I did my grocery shopping this morning, and I figured since it's quiet in my house and I was doing chores and laundry, I'd just throw my hair up, throw my laptop down, and do whatever reading comes to mind for all of you who have been so great at commenting, posting what sign you want me to read next, commenting on a lot of my other videos for the new subscribers that have recently joined. Today I actually am going to be doing Sagittarius right now. The decks that I decided to use are a variety of different decks because if you haven't already watched my videos, I am not a typical tarot reader. I'm not taught in tarot. I am a spiritual communicator, psychopomp, clairvoyant, medium, and I just use the symbolism, and I don't really need the deck to do a reading. I know that's not very common on here, especially on YouTube with all the readers that are saturating YouTube. I'm actually a medium, clairvoyant, clairaudient. I can speak, see, and communicate with the dead, as well as animals, both living and deceased. This has been my gift since I was about 4 years old, and I used to see them a lot more when I was little. I don't see them as often now, but I do still see them. I've been a paranormal investigator for the past 7 years, and the group that I'm in actually is on hiatus. I always say that word wrong. And I work with Unseen Paranormal, who are about 5-6 hours away, and I do it remotely because obviously they're 6 hours away. Anywho, I am going to be using 2 different decks today. Well, actually 3 for Sagittarius. But before I start that, as I'm shuffling, if you are not a subscriber and just found my channel, I'd appreciate it if you go check out my videos and subscribe. If you are a subscriber and you're not getting notifications or wondering how to get notifications when I upload new content, whether it's readings or other subject matter, or go live, you have to hit the notification bell for YouTube, but you also have to specify how often. A lot of people don't realize that when you click on it, it'll give you that option. So if you are interested in knowing when I upload new content, please don't forget to hit the notification bell. I have some mellow music playing in the background. Both my dogs are pretty quiet right now, so this is a good time for me to do a reading. As I said, I'm going to do Sagittarius for the month of January. And the deck that I'm going to use a couple of different decks, but I'm part Irish, so I'm using a Celtic deck. As you can see, it's a really pretty deck. I have 2 of them actually. That one I've had for a few years. This other deck that I'm about to show you, I have had for probably this deck 13 years now, maybe 12. It's one of my favorites, but I'm not always drawn to use this deck. When I do readings, depending on the reading, if it's a private reading or this kind of reading, I'm usually drawn to whatever deck that the sign or the person calls to. So I don't always utilize all of these decks. So I'm going to do a quick reading. So this is the other deck, the other Celtic deck. It's actually really pretty. And then of course, I have my Anubis deck. However, I'm not sure if I'm going to need to use that in this reading. And then if I'm called to ask questions, I use the Native American Spirit deck because I am part Native American as well as Italian, and I think some kind of European in there. So I'm going to shuffle this as well in case we have a question or I'm prone to ask a question if Spirit guides me. So for Sagittarius, this is for the month of January. Spirits, everyone around me, please help me to do a reading for those in Sagittarius for January. Also, a disclaimer, this is for entertainment purposes only. This will not apply to everyone. If it does apply to you, or anything that I read does apply to you, great. If it doesn't, it just doesn't necessarily mean that it's not for you. It depends on your sign, and then also readings for the sign and the moon and all that stuff. I am not an astrologer, so do your research on the houses and all that information, because that will help you to understand. So I'm going to draw 4 cards, and I will explain to you what's going on. So Sagittarius for the month of January. Okay, first thing I want to tell you is this person that I am reading for, whether male or female, has a child who has learning disabilities. I want to say a boy. And they're going through a struggle right now, or have gone through a struggle maybe around the holidays. And it's a little stressful. I think it has to do with education and maybe a disability of some sort, or being diagnosed with maybe ADHD or something to that effect. I just want to let you know, whoever you are, if this pertains to you, that it's going to get easier. If you watch the child's diet and figure out what foods are affecting them, they will not have the issue they're having now. Many children are misdiagnosed with attention deficit disorder, and it actually has to do with a lot of the chemicals, the color dyes, and different things in the foods that they are eating. The example I'm being shown to explain to you who are watching this is that when I was a child, we didn't have as much fast food, chemicals, processed foods, etc. So it wasn't as common. So just keep that in mind. They keep showing me an ingredient that's sensitive to me that I don't eat anymore, and it's something that they use for red dye. So I don't know if this child drinks a lot of soda or juice or something that has this red dye in it. So just wanted to put that out there. The person that I'm reading for has a very close-knit family. This card shows a dragon with a bunch of babies. This is a very close-knit family, and you are going to get through whatever the family issues are as well, besides the learning disability issue. I promise you that it will get better. You need to stop stressing over things you can't control, and things will work out the way they're meant to work out, and that everyone is supportive of everyone in the family, and that is truly something that isn't always common these days. So be thankful for what you have and know that it'll get better. You have a very strong relationship with your spouse, significant other, girlfriend, boyfriend, whoever this is that I'm talking to. You have a very strong relationship besides the child. This person is a very good person. You have open communication. Don't let the stress of the situation with the learning thing cause you both to fight over stupid things. And you will succeed in being less hard on yourself if you're a man, to stop letting your pride get in the way and feeling like you have to be the one that has to hold all of the problems on your shoulders, worrying about everything on your own, feeling like a failure because you're a man and you're supposed to be able to take care of everybody because that's what we're taught as children. You're going to come through this. This is the King of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles. And yes, I know everyone reads the cards. I don't. I read the symbolism. So this is definitely your strength. This is something that you're going to get through, and it's going to be okay. Okay? So now I'm going to pull from the other Celtic deck, this one, and I'm going to pull 2 cards that have to do with whatever's going on in January. And then the last card will be further out. You have someone in your life who is being shown to be to the right of you or the left of you, which means it's either a sister, brother, cousin, that kind of person, right? Same level as you. they're toxic. They're high strung, high materialistic person, very much about the view of everyone. How do I word this? How everyone sees them, and not necessarily about the content of the person they are. This person, I want to say, is a female in your life, maybe a sister or a cousin or a friend, or maybe even your spouse's friend. It's a woman. Very, very strong-willed, very, very materialistic, very stubborn, very slight narcissistic personality. I'm being told to be cautious of this person when it has to be with your relationship with your significant other or spouse. To watch this person. This person is jealous of the relationship, so just be cautious. That's all it's saying. It's not saying anything is going to happen. Just be cautious. Make sure that you are aware of your surroundings when you are alone. To be cautious, especially when I'm being shown to be cautious when you're alone. They keep showing me a gas station, somewhere where you frequently go to either get gas or cigarettes or quick stuff, like when you don't want to go to the grocery store and you want to run to the local store and get like either beer or alcohol or eggs or bread, something simple. It's not saying anything's going to happen to you, so I don't want to concern anybody. It's just saying be cautious of your surroundings when you go alone places. And I don't want to scare anybody. However, I am one of those readers that's not going to hold back, whether it's good or bad. And I'm not saying this is bad. However, the card is actually telling me to warn the person to just be cautious of their surroundings when they're alone. And so, me being a woman, I'm a single person and I go to the grocery store by myself. I go to stores by myself. If it's nighttime or if it's not a crowded area, I'm always aware of my surroundings, because those that have the need to do harm to others look for people who are unaware of their surroundings, who are not paying attention, who are fiddling with their car keys or their purse. So this is the only reason I'm bringing this up as a warning. It's not saying that something's going to happen to you. It's just a warning. So for Sagittarius, for the month of January, I'm going to ask the question in regards to the warning card and see what it shows me. Because I know that people that are watching this for Sagittarius might be concerned, and I don't want people to be concerned. It's just basically telling you, like you go to school and learn a lesson, right? Just be aware of your surroundings. I think maybe people take it for granted when they're alone. A card just fell out, so I'm going to leave it out over there, and I'll read it to you in a minute. I'm still going to pull the one card, and I will explain in a moment. So I asked the cards for Sagittarius for the month of January to reiterate about the being cautious card, and this is what it brought up. Warrior of the Heart. This card means that nothing's going to happen bad to you. You are a very strong person with strong I don't want to say tendencies, but your being, your spirit, your soul, you are very strong. You're prideful. However, you're one of these people that pushes and pushes and pushes to get what you want. And they're telling me that, just be aware of your surroundings and you're going to be fine. You have a warrior heart. And I personally want to say from one warrior to another that please just remember, during your lifespan, during your struggles, both good and bad, to make sure you take care of yourself, because you are no good to your children or your spouse if you are unhealthy or having issues. Stress and anxiety are huge these days for people like ourselves, sensitive people, and just to take care of yourself. And what I mean by that is clean eating, some type of exercise, doing fun things, not always, letting things drag you down, limiting the news because news is toxic and just that kind of stuff. Now, the card that fell out of the deck when I was asking the question is Spirit of Earth. So this person that I'm talking about, the person I'm reading for, the person in the relationship with the child, they are a spirit like myself who lives the life that they live now in social, right? Social, the way society is. You have a yearning for the outside world, and what I mean by that is you have a yearning to be out you work a 9 to 5 like I do. That's what they're showing me. But you need to remember to shut that off when you can and get out into the environment. And what I mean by that is the wild calls to you like it calls to me, our souls, the forest, the woods, hiking, fishing, something calls to you like it calls to me. My pagan lifestyle, I'm called to the outside when I don't get out enough and I don't ground myself. I don't get involved and be around the trees and the birds and the bugs and the animals. My energy, especially in the wintertime, more where I'm from than here, because I live in the South now, you have to replenish your energy. So you're being called to do more for yourself. Please, 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 Sagittarius is out there who this pertains to. Please remember to take care of yourself. Whether it is, going to get your nails done, going to get your hair done, going out in the woods and hike, going for a walk, taking the dog for a walk, going to the park, going swimming, going fishing, whatever the case may be. Just get out in nature. And remember to ground yourself. Remember that we are not, what are they showing me? They're showing me that we're not fragile beings. However, when we push ourselves too far and don't take a break and keep going and going and going, when we crash huge, right? We crash big. We get sick big. We drain faster. And then it takes us longer to get back to where we need to be. And we are not 100% for those around us. So that is why I am saying to take care of yourself. I am a firm believer in this. This is something that I struggle with every single day. I have to put all my energy together to go to my 9 to 5 job Monday through Friday. When I work overtime and going on Saturdays, I have to put that face and that persona up until I can get home into the environment where I am right now with the dogs and be in my own space, and I sage and I ground myself and I go out in the yard with them and, sometimes take them for a walk. I haven't been to the park in a while because it's cold here. It's winter. But, doing whatever you need to do. Sometimes I'll go and get my nails done, but I have to push myself. So that's why I'm being drawn to tell you that you need to do this for yourself. And remember, everything's going to work out. This year is going to be a good year. Just give it time. You're going to get through this situation with the learning thing with your child, and everything is going to be better. And, you're going to see the light at the end of the tunnel. And this is going to be a really good year for Sagittarius. You're going to have some struggles when it comes to yourself, fighting with your inner self, but as long as you take care of yourself physically and emotionally, I don't see anything negative going on. And I hope you enjoyed this reading. And let me say at the end of this video, if you like this video, don't forget to hit the like or subscribe button if you aren't already subscribed. And I hope that you all have a blessed week, and I will see you soon. Bye!